Hey, Libra, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your December 2024 career and money reading. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Libra. How interesting. So as I was tuning into your energy, I took a big sip from my tea mug, and I buy the tea that has a little quote at the end of the string, and I read it right as I was preparing for your reading. And I'm also a Libra, and immediately when I read it, I heard Libra. So I knew that I had to share it with you. And the message is, use your head to live with your heart. Look at the card that came out here for you. You have the heart card. So there is significance here in using your head, which you're an air sign. You're very intelligent. You are able to strategize. You have a lot of ideas, a lot of inventions. I feel like this is also about you having a job that you love. How can you take some of those ideas? How can you strategize and use your head to make this happen? So there's symbology showing up already, and you are ruled by Venus. So it is very important that you do have a job that you love. Some of you are counselors, you're guides. You are here to support others, to be of service in some way. This also talks about joint finances. Okay, I do see that there could be some sort of finances that are coming together here, meaning you may have multiple sources of income. You also have the odd jobs, so there could be numerous income sources coming in from this area, from this area. I feel, Libra, like you are the type of person that you bring in multiple streams. You're not just a one stream band, right? You are someone who's constantly concocting new ideas and setting yourself up for stability by knowing that even if this area is slacking, that you have backup over here. And that's the beauty of being a Libra, is you're able to balance up in all different arenas, right? You're able to find the stability in all things. And when it comes to your career, some of you are considering creating multiple streams if you don't have them already. This is also about freedom. Freedom could be more important to you than financial security. Now, I'm not saying financial security isn't important. It is. But there is a gypsy soul vibe within you that may be activated, and you may want to experience freedom. And that may be the sounding board, that which you grow and thrive off of, is perhaps working from anywhere in the world, working by building your own business, being an entrepreneur, or bringing in multiple streams of income. Sometimes it's okay to take even a transition job, even if it doesn't lead to, a long-term career. I feel like some of you could be juggling up a few things at this time to give you that expansion to grow over here into more liberation, into more freedom. All right. We also have here setbacks due to possibly timing. Okay. This talks about taking one step forward to take two steps back, Libra. So for some of you, setbacks are telling you that perhaps the phase that you're entering into needs to be re-looked at. Perhaps there are setbacks here telling you that it's important to not continue doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. And that's where that brain comes in, right? The mind or the head, because it's about being able to live with this hard energy, but strategizing and finding ways to be able to do so. Now, I see that timing is coming into play here with the watch card. Some of you are hitting a very powerful time in your life. If you know anything about zodiacal release, Libra, if you are familiar with that, zodiacal releasing is basically the map, the stepping stones, the journey of our lives, but it can be specific to dates of when things can really show up. I feel like some of you are hitting a very big point on your astrological wheel, basically. There's something shifting here. And I want to say February and March looks to be big. I'm getting Aries for you and Aquarius as well. So some of you may have those placements in your chart. But I feel like you are being asked to break some sort of a cycle that could be holding you back. And maybe it has to do with perfectionism. I did see the perfectionism card as I was shuffling. For some of you, it's fear of failure. For some of you, you've been settling. Okay, you've been settling into perhaps a comfort zone. And I do see 2025, they're really highlighting. I see a big old 5 in my mind's eye here. It's time to profit. This is all about divine timing, seizing the moment. You had a little bit of a waiting period, Libra, for some of you. Maybe this was a temporary setback. Yeah, temporary setback in the grand scheme of things. Some of you are like, Mel, it was a year-long setback or 5 years. But in the grand scheme of things, it's like a blink of an eye. And I feel like timing is coming in here. Maybe some of you, it had to do with parenthood. Perhaps you were a parent and perhaps you had to prioritize and focus on this area over here, right? Raising a family and children, that you were not able to have the freedom or flexibility to do something that you really wanted to do. Now, for others of you, this has to do with healing your inner child. Healing the inner child. Now, Libra, you may have been going through a massive healing journey of the heart, and perhaps you took that as a setback, but I actually feel like that was the catalyst to launch you in a direction that feels very, very rewarding, very successful here as well. And I see a new emotional experience of the heart showing up for you in the near future. You could be a caregiver, Libra. You could be a teacher. Maybe you are a pediatrician. Some of you have worked in daycare, or perhaps there's a career or a path that was centered around children. Don't forget to nurture yourself while you work towards your goals. That's a big message here. Don't forget to nurture yourself while you work towards those goals. What's the final outcome here for Libra? What's the final outcome in the month of December 2024? All right, bottom of the deck, 2 of Cups. 2 hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. So a lot of you are coming into union with a very important partnership when it comes to finances, money, clients. This can be a new company where you just collaborate. This could be a new soul tribe where you come together and it feels like you're ascending together. The 2 of Cups is the law of attraction. So I definitely feel like there's a partnership or a coming together here where you both are dedicated to some sort of service that feels very profound here. This is kindred spirits and not giving up on those you love. And most importantly, Libra, never giving up on yourself. All right. So we see that the watch card is showing up, so we're going to see how this plays out. But there's something with timing, time management even. It could be that you were in a little bit of that period, again, of setback to maybe even heal the heart, Libra. You may have gone through a situation, maybe even in your personal life, or this could have been some sort of loss, some sort of transition period. It could be that you were working on healing the inner child. And again, it feels to you like it was a setback, but there was a lot of growth within this. And I feel like you're now capable. You're now capable of doing something different, getting off of that hamster wheel. But there was a lot of progress on that hamster wheel. So don't discredit that, okay? Now, bottom of the deck, you have the gears. Oh, there's the loss. I told you there was something you had gone through in the past that felt like a major ending. A major phase in your life is ending. Embrace newness. Let go of what was so you can focus your energy on what is ahead of you. Okay, there could have been grief that continued to be an obstacle in your life. But I see here with the gears card, and we have easy does it right behind it. Slow and steady. Whatever this loss was, it almost feels like this was to not be rushed. This was a process that feels like it was slow. It may have took forever for you to kind of come out of this cycle or phase of your life, Libra. But I see here that there's a new shift ahead. And again, I keep getting that March, April time. Again, Aquarian, it could even start in Aquarian season. So, I mean, that's January already. That's February. But then Aries energy is March and April. So that's your opposite on the astro wheel, right? It's the opposite. Some of you may want to check out where Aries is at in your chart, because I feel like that's a glow up month for you. Now, don't discredit the months again between now and March and April, because there's a lot that you are doing. There's a lot that you are concocting in that beautiful brain of yours, that beautiful head of yours. And I see here that you're paying attention to details. There's something here about getting detail oriented, and I feel like you're not rushing into things. And that is a big message here, not rushing into things, because things are going to start to move forward. I'm getting Chariot vibes. Money is really starting to flow here for you. Your hard work is paying off. You've really set some plans into motion, and we have the building. Okay, some of you are building your reputation up. You're building a business. You're building your financial success and security long term. Even though there's a sense of freedom here, I actually feel like you're going to be in a great position, but you may not see that now, okay, because of the loss that you've gone through. But I feel like you will be in a very favorable position long term. So try not to sweat the small stuff is what I'm getting here. Take time off. Some of you may have even taken a little bit of time off, or that could be part of December's energy, where you really go within and do some deep healing and rejuvenation and reflecting here, because 2025 looks to be very busy for you. Don't be surprised if there is a lot of momentum and movement for you, because the gears is flow. So I feel like this is good flow, but it's needing to strategize and plan and come up with ways to work smarter. Okay, not harder. And that's why you have this quote that Spirit said, Libra. Oh, and look at this. We have perfectionism right here. And then we have the partnership card as well. So there's your Two of Cups, and there's the perfectionism piece that we talked about. Give up your perfectionism, because it could be causing setbacks. It could be causing delays. You'll never get ahead if we don't overcome the fear of failure. It says you are enough, Libra. You have what it takes to improve your finances. And I definitely see that there is a strong partnership manifesting for you. That's at the bottom of the deck, the Two of Cups. And oh my gosh, you can't make that up. We have the Sun right behind that. This is a partnership that feels very, very aligned. Consider having a partner who can bring the experiences that you lack. And for some of you, the setback is a person or an individual that maybe doesn't believe in you. Maybe they have held you held you in a position of confinement, right? Maybe this is someone in your personal life. It could be someone in your business life. I feel like there is someone here potentially. Maybe that's part of the loss. Maybe there was grieving because you had to leave a situation in order to grow. And I feel like that's part of it. But I'm really getting that 2025 energy showing up where things are going to flow for you a lot better than maybe they have in the past. So let's jump into your tarot here. You have the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is the second fastest moving energy in tarot. It is activity. So December could be very busy for you. I mean, it's a busy month anyway. It's the last month of the year. We have deadlines. We have holidays. We're trying to wrap things up in order to enter into 2025. So be mindful of taking care of yourself. Like it says here on the parenthood, don't forget to nurture yourself while you work towards your goals. I see sudden and immediate results showing up here for you this month. You could have some quick communication. There could be some instant news that comes in and it causes a lot of activity, but I feel like this activity is important to you. It's important to your growth. It's important to your success. And I feel like it's very important communication. You could be a communicator. Libra, you have that gift of gab, right? You have the gift of being able to connect with people on a deeper, more spiritual level. Now, what's crossing you is the devil. Decision time. Sometimes it can be indecision. Sometimes we attach ourselves to specific outcomes, right? We attach ourselves to things that aren't always good for us. They can be unhealthy because we want peace. We want balance, right? And it says here, believe in yourself. Now, the devil is showing up in the challenge position. So I'm going to read it in the reverse. And if I see the devil, I'd much rather see it in the reverse because this is liberation. It is freeing yourself from that which holds you back. Maybe some sort of obsessive thoughts, bondage, limiting beliefs, manipulation, addictions, materialism. It says, release yourself from that which holds you back. A need to detox. Unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence, based on perfectionism, right? Based on fear of failure. You have what it takes here, Libra, to increase and improve your finances. So there's a decision point in the month of December, and that may be why you're really using your heart to live, or using your head to live with your heart. You have ideas, but it may require you to detach from some specific outcomes that you thought, or detach from whatever holds you back. You know what this is for you, right? And we'll take a look here. And I see you doing just that. I'm looking in the environment. You actually have the 10 of Swords. A situation has ended. You know what this loss is. And this is what you are detaching from. Okay, whatever that phase was in your life, that job that ended, or a cycle, relationship. This could be grief that you had, maybe even a health issue. Whatever that is here, I feel like it then carried some sort of attachment to it that you've been working through ever since. And so you have a decision point coming up. Do I want to take that into the new year? And I feel like the choice is no, I'm done. I'm shedding this. So what's below you? What's in the foundation? What are you built from here? You have the Death card. Scorpio energy. Some of you have strong Scorpio placements. I know I have a million of them in my chart, but this is about peace. Releasing the past. Libra, perhaps part of your life theme is letting go, right? Is knowing when to let go, when to hang on. That can be our biggest struggle. And it says there is a more enriching future coming. Let go, let God. The Death card is transformation. It is Phoenix rising. Some of you, I'm hearing, have a business called Phoenix Rising. Maybe some of you live in Phoenix, Arizona. Okay, some of you are really rising from the ashes because something may have been burnt down, right? It may be, I mean, hopefully not literally, but there could have been a foundational shift that needed to crumble, and you're rising up and you're a stronger Libra because of it. I feel like you now know when to exit out of a contract if you fulfilled it. And that was a big part of the first half of your life. And I feel like there is peace with knowing when to letting go of judgments, letting go of criticism, letting go of situations that are hindering you. Now, I'm not saying run away from every little thing that gets difficult for you, Libra, not at all. But how can you transmute that energy? How can you grow from situations that you've gone through that may be unexpected, right? It could be an unexpected ending, or it could be something that you've initiated. And I feel both of those decisions or deciding points are very significant when it comes to your inner peace. That's who you are on the core. It almost feels like you know how to deal with chaos in some way. Like you can stay calm under pressure. You probably would make a really good like firefighter or emergency trauma nurse. There's something here, even coaching, mentoring, guiding others, or if other people fall into the collective fear trap, you may be someone who's able to pull people up from the depths of despair, right? It just feels like you bring peace to the lives of others, or that is part of your calling. That is part of your path. Some of you Librans exited out of an old contract. This could be a completely new career that you have began or started. So we have in the recent past the page of Gabrielle. This is the page of Wands. Following your passion, Libra, you are ready for any challenge. I always say the page of Wands is my give it a wink, right? You give a challenge a wink in the eye, right? You give it a big old wink and you say, bring it on. Opportunities for excitement, opportunities for adventure. So there's that gypsy soul part of you, that adventurous part of you that is being activated here. So you may have an idea. This could be a lot of energy, movement towards a new passion, a new creation, a new project, or a new part of your career. This is being brave and optimistic and having fun with this as well. So often we tend to fall into the trap of Four of Cups, emotional stagnation. We lack that inspiration. We feel frustrated. We feel bored. We feel like, we're focused on that comfort zone and we want the excitement, but we don't quite have the motivation, or we don't have the determination to push ourselves towards it. And I feel, Libra, that's something that you're doing here, or you've embraced with endings that have happened in your life, is how do I embrace that risk? Because you may be someone who makes calculated risks, right? You don't like to just jump in without doing your due diligence. But I see here what's above you is the Seven of Wands. What's coming in here is you standing up for what you believe in, Libra. You having confidence and claiming your personal power. Seven of Wands is a fighter energy. And I feel like that warrior within you is, again, meeting a challenge. You're saying, I'm not going to conform with societal rules, with what this person thinks I should do. I'm not going to conform with this group think of fear or judgments or criticism. I'm breaking out of that box. I am a trailblazer. I am going to forge the path, and you're either on board, you can come with me, or good luck. I'm going to try to live life with meaning and non-conform and go things my way. And I hope that you can see that and be happy for me. And I feel like you're taking a lot of people with you. Okay, but there are some that you're going to have to leave behind. What's coming in the near future? An emotional experience of the heart. Here's another page. Now, because you risked something here because you remained open and vulnerable. Because the Page of Wands, all pages represent the seed. They represent curiosity and communication, exploration, and even playfulness. And I see here, there is a new emotional situation coming in for you. And there could be an invite. For some of you Librans, this is going to be a social invite. Like, Libra, sign up for this workshop, or Libra, will you be a part of this networking event, or this psychic fair, or, whatever it is here for you, Libra, there's some sort of invitation, maybe an invitation to, to work for a new company. Some of you could be headhunted. For others of you, you're looking for new employment or looking to change roles. This is communication. This is also about trusting your intuition and great intuitive hits and nudges. And that's what I see coming in here, where you're going to receive some news. And it's important for you to stay open-hearted and to continue utilizing that Venus energy that rules you, right? Being open to the gentle, loving, dreamy energy, of course, but then using your brilliant head to execute these plans. And that's what's coming in here, is there's a new opportunity, and you're going to receive some downloads that say, Libra, here it is. Here it is showing up for you. Let's execute this. And I feel you're starting something now that actually could really benefit you come Aries season. How are you feeling? 7 of Swords in reverse. You're feeling like there's a better course of action, right? And that may be why these endings are showing up. There's something new here. There's a better plan. And working alone may not be the best answer. Some of you are being called to manifest or bring in a new partnership, a new person. This could be a new professional. Some of you have grown where you can't go about it alone anymore. And it says review all the details. This is contracts, contractual agreements, but it's also about getting raw and real and honest with yourself, Libra. Because I feel like sometimes we want to kind of push things underneath the rug and say, yeah, change is going to come when it comes. But I feel like sometimes we have to be that change. And Spirit is saying, Libra, this is part of your divine blueprint. This is part of a contract that your soul wanted to experience. If we're in a rut, we got to grab our bootstrings and pull ourselves up out of this. So this is the cold, hard truth here. And it doesn't have to be a cold, hard truth, but it is some sort of splash of water. That feels a little gentler, right? A splash of water in the face. So there's something you're waking up to. But it may be that you need to ask for assistance. You may have to allow yourself to connect with another individual, to ask for help, to take a new skill, to call in that partnership. And you see 2 individuals, and there's a path that leads to abundance. You see one path is dark, and that could be the devil, right? Luring you in, saying, well, this is the path. Let's make a decision to go in this direction, and you're going to come out on the other side, and it's going to be real good. And you're like, wait a second. I've already been on that path. I've already listened to you, devil. Maybe I need to listen to the angel on my shoulder, not the devil. And that's why you have the Archangel Michael coming in here to protect you as you make some big career shifts that fully take you on a little bit of a wild ride in 2025. But again, it requires honesty. It requires you to push through the illusion. That's why you have the devil showing up here with the 7 of Swords, because there is some sort of illusion that has held you back. It's part of the setback energy. And that's where you use your head to live and lead with that heart. What's going on in your environment? Endings, 10 of Swords. This is you saying, all right, mind, all right, head, I've listened to the devil here and that hasn't gotten me anywhere. Or if it has, it's produced some negative consequences that I had to deal with, but now I'm ready to take a new path. Now I'm ready to open up to a new approach. A situation here has ended for you, Libra. And as much as the 10 of Swords is painful, I actually like this 10 of Michael here, 10 of Swords, because you can see that she has the swans next to her and she's taking a bow. And I feel like you're gracefully bowing out. You're saying, thank you, no thank you, right? I accept that my role on this stage has come to an end. And that's so interesting because that's how I describe different contracts here on earth. Is I always like to say that we're on stage and we're playing a role, right? But when we are done with that character, when we have recorded that last credit, that last scene, and we hear the cut, right? Then we go backstage and we take off the mask and we're able to really soak in that experience. And I feel like we're constantly having these roles that we play here on earth. And you're recognizing now that this is a role that you played, but you're excited that there's a new role that you're ready to film up ahead. And that's the death energy of understanding that sometimes when this stage and the curtains close, we sit behind there and we're still trying to play out a role that is completed. Right? We're still saying, wait a second, that's a bestseller. That's going to be a hit. I want to stay in this. I want to soak it up. But the crowd is left, right? It's like the energy has moved on, but you're still sitting there. And I feel like some of you had to take a little bit of a break and it couldn't have been rushed. But I feel like now you're gracefully bowing and you're saying, okay, my time here is done. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. Beautiful. What are your hopes and fears? Well, hello, Leo energy. We have the Strength. Now, interesting as well, because in this deck, the Strength and the Justice are reversed. So you see the 11 there, which a lot of us know the 11 to be the Justice, but there are some readers who reverse those because that's how it was a long time ago. But I like to think as well, go with the flow. That's what we're doing here. So Justice is also your energy, but this is Strength. This is about strength and grace through kindness, through compassion, through self-confidence, and also forgiveness. Libra, this is about forgiving yourself even. Forgiving yourself for possibly staying in that grief moment because some of you said, well, things should have happened in sooner time. Or I should have made something happen. I caused myself to set back, right? You're being too hard on yourself for one. Yes, there may have been choices that had some repercussions or some consequences. But again, pat yourself on the back for how far you've come. You are not the same Libra that you were 10 years ago, even 10 months ago, even 10 days ago. So the hope here is that you find that compassion and that strength within yourself to really be vulnerable because the Strength is about vulnerability. A lot of times you see the girl sticking her hand in the lion's mouth. That takes trust, that takes dedication and vulnerability. That does not happen overnight. So be proud that a process wasn't rushed, because if you were to stick that hand in the lion's mouth and it was rushed, it would come back to bite you. And maybe you did learn that lesson the hard way. But I feel like now you have this inner strength bubbling up, and that is what leads us to your outcome today. The 9 of Pentacles, which is one of my favorite minor arcanas. The 9 of Pentacles is, creating a life that you love, Libra, a life that you are proud of, self-sufficient, independent, right? Individual achievements. You have material wealth here. You have enough to share your resources and enjoy the finer things. It says here, your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for the beautiful things in life. I mean, if that isn't Venus, I don't know what else is, but I definitely feel like this is moving forward and you see that rainbow. Some of you may have been waiting for that rainbow. Some of you have been actively participating in your role that you've played, but get ready because you thought that that was an interesting role that you played in that last part of your contract, right? Your divine blueprint. This next one up is going to be the big one. This is going to be, I feel, what you're known for, right? And if we're comparing it to the movies, right? This is going to be the big blockbuster, or the one that really you're remembered for in some way. Legacy. Because the 9 of Pentacles is one away from that 10 of Pentacles. And I see with the 2 of Cups in that partnership, you certainly could be coming into that 10 energy in 2025. Leaving behind a legacy. For some of you, it's retirement. It is freedom and liberation. And not that financial security isn't important to you, but the sense of that 7 of Wands, non-conforming and living life on your own terms is more important. That may be the number one value or belief that you have. And I feel like that goal you're crushing. That goal in 2025 is really being activated within you. Some of you are travelers. Some of you could be moving. You could be taking some time to yourself, right? This is about enjoying the fruits of your labor as well. Oftentimes on the 9 of Pentacles, you'll see a woman with a glass of wine with the grapes all above her, enjoying, the fruits of her labor. It takes a lot of time to make that wine. It takes a lot of time to process here and hard work, but now she's able to kind of drink that wine and enjoy the fruits of the labor that was put into that. And I feel like that's what you're doing here. And there are dreams being fulfilled in big and magical ways. All right, Libra. Wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have for Libra, please? Wisdom of the Oracle. You have the thinker, using the head to live and lead with the heart. So card 44. Some of you may be 44 years old. 4 and 4 also equals 8, which we see in the hopes and fears. So we're going to take a look at the strength part of this as well. This is strategy. Being analytical and logical. Calculated action is called for now. It's important to sit down and plan a strategy. Focus on the steps you're going to take to claim your prosperous life. Lists are your friends now. So get out your journal, write down what you are going to do today to signal to the universe that you are serious about attracting abundance. Your plans and strategies will yield wonderful results. Remember, your most effective strategic partner is Spirit. That could be this 2 of Cups. That could be that partnership as well. Sometimes it's not just the physical. Oftentimes we have to remember that Spirit is our biggest manifesting partner. But we forget that sometimes when we go through loss. We forget that when we're going through grief. Remember, again, Spirit is your most effective strategic partner. You will win this game, and your triumph will be for the highest good of all. Now, because we have the decision here with the Devil, some of you may be suffering from analysis paralysis, right? Thinking has its place, but trying to figure everything out logically could be causing you to go crazy in the mind, right? And I feel like if that's the case, it's time to step back, because if we are over analyzing something to the point of it causing us to not know which way is up and which way is down, our conclusions can be faulty and we could act upon false assumptions. That's where that 7 of Swords shows up, and that can get us into a jam. Give your mind a rest. Okay, give your mind a rest. You have a beautiful, brilliant mind, but if you're overdoing it with the Devil, give it a rest. Do something creative, exercise, meditate. Soon you will come to your senses, Libra, and an aha moment will bring new clarity. Yep. I see that with the Page of Cups here as well. There's the opening up, trusting the intuition. So I have a feeling you're going to give your mind a bit of a rest here. And maybe that's part of not rushing things that we talk about in the very beginning. The watch card. I'm getting the Watchtower as well. Isn't that a song? The Watchtower. All right, let's get a few messages here from your spirit animal guides. At this time, Libra, if you can safely do so, please close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in from your solar plexus chakra, the belly area. Nice big inhale. Hold it as long as you can. And release through the mouth with a nice big sigh. And with your eyes still closed, tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first animal that shows up in your mind's eye. Now this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. Perhaps your animal is wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. This could be a pet that's crossed over the rainbow bridge. One that's crossed your path recently in the great outdoors. Maybe even a companion animal that you have by your side or at your home. There is no right or wrong answer, Libra. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your animals in the comment section below, and I personally will enter you into that giveaway. But please make sure you've hit the subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification. All right, did someone see a crane or a flamingo? Because I was seeing a long animal here, so flamingo or crane. All right, we have, well, there's the swan. That could be the long creature, and we talked about that swan earlier as well, so that's extra confirmation here. Some of you could be 60 years old, 49, 57, 55, or 22, or born on the 22nd. Time for a deep dive, Libra. That's what Swan Spirit is telling you. This is a deep dive into, I feel, healing, into your healing or into rest, rejuvenation, peace, because we talk about the end, right? The two swans there showing up next to her. Maybe this is a deep dive by really being able to free yourself from a situation that has ended, because new opportunities, again, for happiness will follow. So dive into putting that past behind you so you can open up to some really beautiful new beginnings. Next, you have Rabbit Spirit. Now is a lucky time with the bunny. Rabbits are very prosperous. They're very abundant, and what they focus on multiplies. So for some of you, I feel like there's good luck coming in tenfold for you because you have created something expansive and you're going to see it multiply. Next, you have Squirrel. Believe in yourself. Some of you may have a type A personality, or your mind can sometimes be squirrel, right? And you may have a little bit of OCD, or you may have a lot of ideas and inventions, and I absolutely feel like you're executing some of them in 2025. But believe in yourself. Don't let limitations or that devil energy hold you back. If that's the case, Snake Spirit says heal. Take the time to heal. 5-5 energy. 5 and 5 is change, it's obstacles, it's uncertainty, it's conflict. But the fact that we have double fives, it's leading to that 10. You have the opportunity to let go, that 10 of swords, and really embrace the journey of the 9 of pentacles. You've come a long way, a very long way, Libra. And lastly here, reminds me of what we said with the 7 of swords. You have the dragonfly. Truth transcends illusion. And we said that with the 7 of swords, shattering through some sort of illusion. It's better to live in some sort of truth than a lie. And I feel like this is part of your gift. You're able to see truth through the illusions that are going on externally. And you may even be the catalyst in helping other people shatter and break through some limitations or some illusions themselves. Okay, beautiful. Last but not least, let's get some homework, some soul work here for Libra from your soul's truth. What does Libra need to focus on at this time? Wow, you guys, as I say, what does Libra need to focus on? Look what came out. Am I focused on what I want most? It says, one reason so few of us achieve what we truly want is that we never direct our focus. Okay, we never concentrate our power. Most dabble their way through life, never deciding to master anything in particular. Thank you for the tough love, Tony Robbins. Okay, some of you, I'm getting like Tony Robbins courses or workshops or books could be very inspirational to you at this time. But I feel like you are making a choice to dedicate yourself to something and you're moving forward in that direction, not held back by the restraints of the devil. Because what you focus on grows, Libra. You know this. Today, ask yourself, is my life a reflection of my values, or do I need to make adjustments? It's time to prioritize. Are you afraid to be seen? The world doesn't want you to hold back any longer. It's time to shine your light. It's time to shine your unique light on the world. You were made from love, and from love you are whole. There's no more hiding. There's no more shame. There's only truth. Live naked and free. There's the 7 of Wands, right? There's that gypsy soul, that non-conforming. What parts of you do you hide so you can be socially accepted and fit in? Are you being authentic? Do you allow yourself to be all of you? What do you need to feel so you can feel safe to be seen? Journal your answers. And lastly, here's that energy of forgiveness again. So maybe that's a wrap. I'm hearing that's a wrap with that 10 of swords. It almost feels like there is acceptance. There's acceptance of some sort of past energy. You've forgiven it. You're finally moving forward. I am not what happened to me. I am who I choose to become. Carl Jung. Is it time to let go, forgive, and move onward? Is your soul ready to forgive someone else or yourself? Forgiveness brings sweet release, freedom, and insight. Look at it from their shoes. Notice how you grew and what you learned. Who do you want to become, and how is this resistance holding you from what your soul wants? Write a forgiveness letter. Practice the Ho'oponopono prayer while thinking of the person you're ready to forgive and say, I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. That's a powerful prayer. It's a Hawaiian prayer that is used to really work through some heavy emotions of pain that had caused forgiveness to show up in the first place. So that is what I have for you, Libra. Very powerful December this is for you, but I'm loving your outcome. I feel like, yes, you are using your head to live and lead with the heart, and you're also reactivating some of the gifts that may have lined dormant within yourself. And I feel like these gifts have to do with that dragonfly, right? Transcending illusions. The truth is going to pay out here for you big time. Thank you so much, Libra. If you like the messages, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, hit that bell, and of course, drop your power animals in the comment section below. Thank you again for being here. Lots of love.